Howdy, I hope you had a good day. Silver Trade here again with another video. This is going to be a video of everything that has happened recently with GameStop. A quick recap. GameStop's institutional ownership is continuously going up. 150 million shares, or about 35% of GameStop. GameStop currently has about 437 million shares available. And please remember, this is not financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. This video is made for entertainment purposes only. And then retail investors own around 70% of GameStop, for a total of 105% of GameStop is held right now. In case you don't believe me, GameStop has 4-year cycles ever since 2017, and the next one is coming in January of 2025. Ryan Cohen has tried to tell us about this with his leapfrog, or leap year, his post about the Olympics, with Mario in it as well, and Mario typically releases a game every 4 years. He jokes about changing his vote to Greg 2069, another hint at every 4 years. And then here's Roaring Kitty's emojis, also hinting at every 4 years. On January 13th, 2017, the swaps came due, and then on January 13th of 2021, that was the start of the sneeze. January 13th is also Greg's birthday. And Greg also told us that Monday was going to be a cool day. And today definitely was a cool day. We can't be certain that Greg is Roaring Kitty, but Roaring Kitty in one of his memes did say, "I'm gonna use a non-de plume. Next time, gonna use a non-de plume," which basically means alter ego. And they also posted the same meme within 1 minute of each other. Roaring Kitty posted a picture of a present on December 25th, and then Greg's talking about his birthday on January 13th. Roaring Kitty also recently posted this meme on January 1st of 2025, I believe hinting at this post. The DRS black hole calls to me. So I personally believe that this meme is Roaring Kitty telling us that he's about to DRS a ton of his shares. Thank you guys so much. The amount of likes we have gotten lately is absurd. Y'all are so good to me. Thank you. And I also believe the reason that Roaring Kitty is coming back is because of the 4-year debt cycles that I think are going to come due in January. And for Greg's birthday on January 13th, Roaring Kitty is going to open his present and show that he DRS'd maybe 10% of the stock. Recently, we've seen some huge orders come through. Somebody bought 500,000 shares today, right before close. And if the stock is already 105% held, if they're DRSing 500,000 shares, I wish them the best of luck. And I believe Roaring Kitty told us that it was going to be 2025 with this cat picture. When you zoom in, it shows a 5 on the cat's forehead in one of his memes. And back in January 2021, January 28th, somebody actually sold a half share of GameStop for $5,000. They only got about $2,300 out of it, but they sold a half share of GameStop for $2,300 back then. I wonder if this level of desperation is coming again. We know that GameStop is closing 500 stores right now, and that really stinks for the people working those jobs. But whenever you think about GameStop stock, let's say GameStop, the company, was giving each one of those 500 stores about $2,000 a month, right? Just hypothetically. And so 500 times 2,000 is $1 million. So theoretically, every month they are saving $1 million by doing that. And these must be their less popular locations, and they still have well over 2,000 GameStops globally. And also back in May or maybe June, Roaring Kitty didn't sell when it went to about $65, $80 per share. Even though he could have been a billionaire, he still didn't sell. Please remember, no, this is financial advice, and this video is made for entertainment purposes only. I am just blowing hot air. This tells me that he believes it will go over $80 per share, and I think $90 would kind of be a weird place to stop, and $100 would be such a psychological level. I feel like it would go through it with some volume. And maybe that's why the bid on the $125 calls has been getting slapped for months. But the $125 calls might also just be banks using that as collateral to bet on it going down. And speaking of pushing it down, do y'all remember back on June 3rd when GameStop ripped up over 100% in the pre-market on absolutely no news? It went from 23 all the way up to 47 in the after and pre-market. And I'll make this quick for anybody who already knows where I'm going with this. But on the exact same day, in that morning on June 3rd, BRK-A, Berkshire Hathaway, went from $630,000 per share all the way down to $185 per share, at the exact same time that GameStop more than doubled.
Coincidence? I think not.
And it was stuck down here at $185 per share for hours. News outlets said that it was just a glitch. But when you look at the monthly graph on BRK-A, you'll notice that it kinda has never had any volume until about February of 2021. January 2021 is when GameStop had the most amount of volume. And then February, the volume faded off and continuously faded off until it was gone. GameStop's losing volume at the exact same time that BRK-A is getting historic volume. Please remember, none of this is financial advice, and I am just sitting here blowing hot air for y'all's entertainment and amusement. This video is made for entertainment purposes only. But I believe a lot of GameStop's buying volume was going straight to here. Look at how much steeper it's going up to the right of my cursor than it was ever to the left of my cursor. And so GameStop announced a partnership with PSA on October 15th, 2024, before they announced their third quarter earnings. I believe they moved pretty quick on doing this before their fourth quarter to make their fourth quarter really good.
Hundreds of thousands of people sign up for PSA for an account every year, make it to the online submission center, and then don't submit. So, you know, they have intent. They even type in cards, but they don't know. They get overwhelmed. And some percentage of them are going to go to our dealers, which we love. Go to places like GameStop, wait for our local submission events, drop-off events, wait till the national, wait till whatever show. But I would argue a majority of them just keep the cards and give up. And so we're trying to like bridge they're very fast moving. Like the speed at which they got both of those programs out was like Elon Musk style.
Whenever you look at GameStop's earnings, you'll notice the fourth quarter is better than the third quarter. And that's just because of like Christmas time. Ryan Cohen knows this, and so he wanted to get the PSA partnership in before Christmas time, because then all the people doing their cards will also do their Christmas shopping there. Fourth quarter right here, way better than third. And then fourth quarter right here, way better than third. And recently, the Bank of England will hide the identities of any pension fund, insurer, or hedge fund bailed out under a new financial stability tool to prevent a wider crisis engulfing the economy. This came out December 9th of 2024. What are they worried about? GameStop's pattern back in 2020 to 2021 looks identical to GameStop's pattern in 2024 and in 2025. Here's how the price action moved back in the day. The 109 on Roaring Kitty's Time magazine post, I believe, is January 9th, which is very close to Greg's birthday, and it's at max volume. This was intentional, meaning max volume. And typically, a company holds about 10% of their market cap in cash. If we did that for GameStop with $4.6 billion in cash, that would put them at about $46 billion market cap. So a little over $100 per share. Compared to many other companies in this industry, GameStop currently holds a relatively large amount of cash on its balance sheet. There's 1.1 million members on Superstonk, and JFK recently invested $24,000 into GameStop, and he said that his administration would support the ape retail rebellion. I wonder if there's large families that are trying to help out the little guy in this situation. That's kind of what the Kennedys are known for, being very charitable. Please remember, we are not financial advisors, and this was not financial advice. We make these videos for entertainment purposes only. This video is really just me blowing a bunch of hot air, and that's also what I'm about to do. But I believe that Roaring Kitty here pretty soon is going to come out with a giant position, probably with millions and millions of shares that he's DRSing. If he does that while the stock is 105% owned on paper, who knows? I believe he came back because of the 4-year cycles that are up in January, and because the company is making great moves and is transitioning. Probably to more of a card store, who knows, but maybe even making more money than last year. But thank you guys so much if you've made it this far in the video, and thank you guys so much for all the likes and the comments and the subs lately. It means the world, and it makes these videos so much more fun when I know y'all are enjoying it. Thank you guys. I hope you have a great evening or morning, and God bless you.